What's going on, guys? I'm in complete disbelief. I can't even put it into words. I've been dying to win a big GPP. I've won several small GPPs. Um, I came in second place in a medium sized one. I won 2K or 2,500. I won 1,000. I won 900. Small ones. And when did the Bills play the Niners? Um, that was week 13, right? Week 13, Monday Night Football. I came in first place on DraftKings, but it was a fairly fluky 209-way tie for $250,000. I thought I'd win like just if I had to guess, over 30K, 55K, around there. It's usually a tie between a couple people, but it was a 209-way tie. And, I'm very thankful for everything. And, I was very grateful, but, it just wasn't right. I would have been happy with 10K, even 5K, but I only ended up winning 2K. And then here we go, baby. Showdown. I'm like, if you can tell by my voice, I'm just, I don't even know how to put this in words. This is my lineup here. It would seem like a mistake to go with Waller, to not go with Waller at the captain, and I went with Herbert. And just let me walk you through. So I'm only winning $300, which is essentially nothing. I spend that easily, playing DFS. So I'm basically winning nothing. And then Herbert throws that huge bomb to Guyton, okay? So he throws that bomb to Guyton in overtime. If Guyton scores, it's over and I win first place because it's overtime. He doesn't score, but Herbert passes the 300-yard mark with that throw. That was like a 50-yard pass, I think. Something like that. I don't know what it was. I'm just guessing. 50-yard throw. Boom, he gets the 300 mark. That's a bonus 3 fantasy points. All of a sudden, I'm in first place, winning 6K. Entry fee was $11, I think. Contest $10. Entry fee $10. 20,000 people. First place was 50K. And then, so this is how suspenseful this was, and you guys can see my lineup right here. I'll give you a better shot of my full lineup right there. All right. So with that play, I'm in first place because Herbert just got like 5 fantasy points with that one throw. He's my captain. Boom. Right there, I'm in first place. But it's not over, and I'm terrified. If some guy has Balaj or something, or Eckler, I don't know what's going to happen. And then, boom, the play doesn't work. There's a penalty. Then there's a fumble. So I think he's a fullback, Neighbors or something, gets it. I'm celebrating. I'm like, oh, that's it. I won. And then they say, no, you can't advance the ball on a fumble. So I'm freaking out. They run the same play. Herbert scores a touchdown, baby, and I'm in it. First place. Now I did tie, but I'm fine. I'm happy with this. This is how I envisioned winning a showdown. I'm very happy with this win. It's not bittersweet at all. I love it. This is it. This is my biggest win ever. 6,300 or 6,200 off this one. Okay, this one lineup. $6,232. It was a 14-way tie, which is fine. That's normal. 14-way tie out of 20,000 people. Came in first place, and it all came at the very end. With Herbert having a good game, and then the last 2 scores by Herbert, the big bomb, got 300 yards right there, past the 300-yard marker, and then the go-ahead QB sneak with the rushing touchdown. So he had over 30 fantasy points on DraftKings scoring, and then I had him as my captain, 1.5 times multiplier. Anyway, guys, some people have no idea what I just said to start off this podcast / live stream. Basically, I played a tournament, and I won last time, but it was a huge tie, and I barely won any money. I mean, I won $2,000, but it wasn't really. It was a bit, I thought I'd win closer to $250,000. We had to split that with 200 people. Now I did it again, and I won first place out of 20,000 people. And man, I'm looking at it like it's gonna change. Like, let me refresh this. Like, is this gonna change? There's no way. Like, we all know Herbert scored it. Like, it's surreal right now to me. I know everyone's happy for me. Everyone's saying great. But even if people don't think this is a great opportunity, like a big deal, it is to me. And it's okay if nobody thinks that, because this was my, it's not about the money. This was a goal I set out. It's a very passionate goal, very ambitious goal, a crazy goal, a stupid goal, to be quite frank, just like all my goals I've set out. And Mike told me, he told me last time, he's like, you'll be back here. He's like, you'll be back here, first place. And so he told me I was gonna do it again. And that was like 11 days ago, whenever week 13 Monday Night Football was, right? So that was, the Bills played the Niners, I think, on the 7th. And so that was 10 freaking days ago, I think. Was that just 10 days ago? Yeah, that was 10 days ago. A lot of people say things like this one guy had a breakdown and a meltdown in our league, our subscriber league, and he started attacking me and saying, like, you're a loser. You had this YouTube channel for that many years. This was a few years ago. He's like, you had this YouTube channel for 7 years and only got 20,000 subs. And I'm like, bro, I'm extremely proud of that story, that I've been a loser for 5, 6, 7 years. I've been a loser for so long. I've never got any respect for so long, and I stayed with it. I stayed with Fantasy Couch. I stayed doing what I love, and I became successful at it. And the community always supported me. You guys always had my back. You guys knew what was up. So thank you, Couch fam. I did the heavy lifting. It was me. I willed it through. Me. Yeah, but the truth is that I definitely would have gave up if it wasn't for Mike, if it wasn't for you guys supporting me. I'm human, even though I'm attacking this like a machine, and I kept at it. And I'm crazy, and I kept at doing the goals, and I just kept at it, man. I kept jabbing at it. My hands broke. I have no stamina, and I just kept jabbing at it. Did this for 11 years. Just kept going. And I am human, and I would have quit along the way if not for you guys, if not for Mike, if not for support, if not for my close circle, with the support I had. So that little bit of support, one of you is giving me along the way, helped me just keep pushing and help me going on, because we were gonna quit. I'm not a quitter. I'll tell you that. I mean, I didn't quit. I'm not a quitter. Like, I'm psycho. I'm not gonna quit. But it came really close to it, and so thank you guys for that. And just another goal. That last goal, that last time I achieved this 10 days ago, that had a freaking asterisk next to it. This time, no asterisk, baby. No asterisk. No freaking 200-way tie. I did it. Thank you guys so much. I wanted to talk about my playoffs, and I definitely answer all your Q&As and whatnot. But oh man, I can't believe this happened. No way. First place. 20,000 entry contest, 14-way tie. I cashed in $6,200. It was whatever it was, $50,000 prize. We're gonna get off this topic. $50,000 first place prize. So we split it, amongst 14 people. Yeah. Yeah, Michael Badgley, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Michael Badgley could have really ruined it for me. I could have won about $0 of profit today. Yeah, I was winning like not $400 before that last drive. Wow. So yeah, I mean, I was already pumped, guys. I'm in 6 playoffs. I'm going against Daniel Carlson, Aguilar, and Renfro in the IG Experts League. So I was already pumped with that. Aguilar didn't do much. Renfro did nothing. Carlson had a good game, but, my kicker, Tyler Bass, is going to do just as well. I'm not worried. And so IG Experts League, looking good. Very happy. Way more happy with our Throne League. If you guys aren't aware of Throne Community versus Community League, go check it out. Hop on the Discord, hit me up, be part of the draft next year. Every pick we vote on, we draft as a community. The Couch Fam drafts together, so I make all the decisions with you guys. I'm just one of the guys. I lead you guys to battle, but you guys are making the decisions, and this is this team here. We started off 5-0 with Dak Prescott. He got hurt. Our team completely derailed. We went 0-5. We traded away CeeDee Lamb, and we got Lamar Jackson. And now Lamar Jackson is back as an elite QB1, top 3 quarterback with the sweetest of all schedules. And we just went up against the first place team because we barely made it in playoffs, 5th seed. We're going up against the first seed team. And he started Keenan Allen. So, man, we got a really good chance right now. And, we might pull off this upset. Maybe we might see Smitty in the next round in the finals. So very ecstatic about that. Then we got the NBA Celebrity League going against Smitty. I'm still alive in there. We got the Wigs for Kids Charity League. So I'm just ecstatic. And I'm going up against Mike Mattal. I just took down Pizza. Your boy Pizza. He's a YouTube star. He's got like 1.7 million subscribers on YouTube. I just beat him in round 1. Now round 2 going up against Mike Mattal. And man, I just couldn't be more ecstatic. I kind of want to look at this DraftKings page just so it doesn't go down because I can't believe what just happened. I already posted this to social media, my screenshot of my team, so please don't go down. I don't want to explain this, but what happened, I don't think can even change with the stat correction. Justin Herbert scored the touchdown at the end. Guyton caught that pass, and that's all I needed. So boom, boom. That was it. Those last 2 scores right there with the Guyton 50-yard catch and the Herbert quarterback sneak for a touchdown. So, yeah. It's not going to change, and I'm in disbelief. All right, guys, let's I wanted to talk about my playoffs really specifically, but I'm not. I didn't expect to win and take down a huge tournament, so that's what we talked about. Don't even know what page to leave it on. We'll just, I guess we'll leave it here. Why not, right? Why not leave it here? Might as well. All right, so I got some questions. Go ahead and ask your questions, guys, and I will answer them. Dak made a funny comment about Michael Badgley. Joseph says, Couch, should I risk it and hope Julio plays or start Robbie Anderson? Now, I have Julio in the IG Experts League. I'm assuming he's not going to play. So do they play Saturday or something? Let me see. Where do I have Mike Davis? I got Mike Davis in the Patreon League, right? Oh, so they play Saturday. So Yeah, I probably would start Robbie Anderson. Now you have a lot of time, so we'll wait on it. But as of right, let's pretend it's Saturday morning right now. I'd say go ahead and start Robbie Anderson because you really don't want to, Julio's going to get you 15 points. Robbie Anderson's going to get you 9, let's say. And that's kind of exaggeration. I mean, I would rather take the 9 than get a 0. It just mathematically it makes more sense if you had to choose because that's 6-point difference or 9-point difference. So I'd rather take a -6 than a -9, right? And also Julio comes back. He could be limited. He could get re-injure his hamstring like he's done on multiple occasions this year. So, you have that risk too, where it's like, oh, I got Julio in, and then he puts up a stinker. Dax says, is Pizza Juju Smith-Schuster? I feel like I saw you draft with him earlier this year. No. Pizza is a Steelers fan. He's a Madden YouTuber. Here, this video. But no, he's not. He knows Juju Smith-Schuster. He knows Antonio Brown. He's done videos with those guys. He's pretty big, but he's not Juju. No, he's not. I'm not playing with Juju Smith-Schuster. He's probably got more followers than Juju. Dave, what's up, man? He says, Dave says, I forgot to start Josh Jacobs. I hate Thursday Night Football. LOL. Man, that's kind of on you, bro, because I do hate Thursday Night Football as far as an analyst because we have to completely change our schedules and get stuff done around Thursday Night Football. And so it does annoy me, but at the same time, Dave, I pretty much consider you a professional fantasy player, if not semi-pro at the very least. And it's week 15, bud. It's the playoffs, so you have to approach this like a profession. Set your alarm, do what you got to do because there's just no way. There's really no excuse for that. I'm not gonna say that it's not annoying because I personally find Thursday Night Football very annoying as far as my schedule and how to work. Like I feel like my work is twice as hard because of fantasy, because of Thursday Night Football. It's just like I got this schedule, right? I got the schedule right here. This is my week. And then they plop Thursday Night Football on the 4th day of the week. Just like that. Monday Night Football is fine. That's one day after Sunday. They plop Thursday right in the middle of my week when I'm doing all this work and research. And it's like, dang, man. Keeps me on my toes. It's good. And it's I don't know. The product's not that great either. But, hey. How much can I complain now that I finally achieved one of my biggest goals I set out and won on Thursday Night Football? One game showdown, DFS. Do you like the Seahawks D? Yeah, I like the Seahawks D regardless. Definitely give them a boost if Dwayne Haskins is playing. Was just rushing around and totally forgot. Yeah, it happens. This year, I'm in 14 season-long leagues, and that includes the 96-team tournament where I manage the whole tournament. I do have 8. It's 8 leagues at 12. 12-team leagues. So I do have 8 commissioners under me who help me out, but I do have to run the whole tournament. So I have to do 14 leagues, but you can really say I got to do like 21 leagues. And it just was too much. And I only screwed up 1 week. I forgot to start Chris Carson when he was questionable in 2 leagues. 1 league, it didn't matter. And the other league, I missed playoffs because of it. Because if I had 1 more win, I would have made playoffs. Oh yeah, we looked at the throne earlier, bro. I was so ecstatic of that. Yeah, the beta puppies. That sounds weird, but I'm gonna call the beta puppies. Yeah, the beta pups started Keenan Allen. Yeah, we're ecstatic of that. And can you guys see his score? Yeah, you guys can. Not really. Yeah, let me just go to his team because we didn't start anybody. We don't have any Raiders or Chargers. So yeah, the puppies started Keenan Allen, thankfully, and so that really helped us out there. That was great. So good news with that. Keenan Allen has 2.6 fantasy points. Wow. Yeah. I mean, how much better could this Thursday night football be? I win the GPP. We're going up against Keenan Allen. This is Goliath versus, I don't know what that, Robert versus, I don't know, David Goliath, whatever. I don't know. I'm not much on anything. But he's the number 1 seed. We're the number 5 seed. We squeak into playoffs. We were on a 5-game losing streak, and boom, we going against the best team in the league. Throne League, community versus community, and he starts Keenan Allen, baby. He gets 2.6 fantasy points, and I still got Herbert in my captain spot, and I win it. Oh, wow! How you like that, Toast? Yeah, 21 leagues is nothing. Get your brain working. It's fun. Look, no. It's way too many leagues. And I have a lot of other work to do, right? And so sometimes I work on waivers and answering questions so much that I'm putting in my waivers at 11:59 p.m. with seconds left, and I just don't have time, and I miss it. So it is very stressful. I'm working, 14 hours a day on average. Some days, there's some days where I'm going all night, and not getting much sleep, and it sucks. And so right now, let's just say I'm in 14 leagues. Okay. My fantasy, my dream next year, I'd love to get that down to 11. Now, realistically, I'm probably going to only be able to get it down to like 12, but I'm going to try my best to get it down to 11. One of my most fun leagues this year, with very surprisingly, has been the Couch Guillotine League. It's I don't know if anyone else. Has anyone done a guillotine league? And I don't think anybody in this guillotine league has ever done one before. Maybe one other person has. So we're all new to guillotine leagues. And man, it's been extremely fun. I didn't think it would be this fun. And, I'm like, am I biased? Like, am I really like, oh, I'm not into the leagues that much, the ones that I lost? And no, because this one I had, let's just say, an average team. I lost, I was cut right in the middle. Like I was the 6th or 7th team cut. And so right in the middle, I lost this league. I didn't even come close to winning it. And I'm going to say it was one of the most fun, and it was so surprising. And every week we post a little survivor photo, and I X out, whoever got cut. Every week, a guillotine league is where you chop the team that scores the lowest that given week. And we made it, I decided to do something a little different, put a twist on it. And we did if you were first place throughout the first 5 weeks, you earn 1 immunity. And so if you get chopped, the second lowest scoring team actually gets chopped, and you go on to survive another week. And so we made it a little bit more like Survivor. I gave someone an immunity. And then every week we post this picture and X out the weakest scoring team. So yeah, it's been really, really fun. And I'm definitely going to do the Guillotine League again. This was awesome. It was amazing. And we're doing winner take all. So hopefully I can get my 14 leagues down to 11. And, man, that's my dream. If you guys have any Q&A, I'll be happy to answer it. And again, thank you guys so much for all the support. We did it, baby. And hopefully we'll get this win in Throne too. Eduardo says Mike Evans or Dante Johnson, non-PPR. This is a tough question because I think Mike Evans is the easy answer here. I think that's a no-brainer, but let's look into it just really quick. So we got Evans is going against the Falcons, which is great. And then we have Dante Johnson going up against the Bengals, which is great. But since, I mean, you're playing non-PPR, I think that's pretty much, you got to start Mike Evans in non-PPR. He is the non-PPR man. He's a big wide receiver. Dante Johnson, the small possession wide receiver. So, yeah. Yeah, Dak, there's no playoffs. There's no head-to-head, really, other than for the immunity for the first 5 weeks. The lowest scoring team of the week gets chopped. You get eliminated. And then each week we eliminate a team, starting from week 6 on. The first 5 weeks in our we made it a little bit different. The first 5 weeks in our guillotine league, the first place team earns 1 immunity, just like Survivor. We made it like a Survivor guillotine league, and it was very fun. It was extremely fun. So the guy who has the immunity, Christian, he actually lost it. So he lost it last week. And there's 3 left. Chris Smoes is still in it. Chris Smoes is in it. Nerd Zone just got eliminated from the big 96 team Patreon and the Guillotine League. She just got eliminated. So it's between Chris Smoes, Christian N, and Jerome. I don't know how Jerome got in this. I think I had a better team than him, but hey, that's how you got hot towards the second half of the season. Is the way the cookie crumbles. And then this is my matchup with Mike. It's very close. It's going to be very even. Mike has a few really good players, really good matchups. And I got a couple ballers too, like Josh Allen and Derrick Henry. Drake could be a baller if Edmonds is out. My only real weakness has been tight end. I drafted Jonnu Smith. And last week I benched him for Schultz. And this week I think I'm going to go with Irv Smith. It's looking like Kyle Rudolph is out. So I'm pretty sure Kyle Rudolph's not going to play. And if that's the case, I'm going to 100% go with Irv Smith. If not, I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. Mike picked up Cole Kmet to block me, I think. So I don't know if I'll go with Ertz or Jonnu. Schultz has a tough matchup against the Niners. I'm just hoping I can go with Irv Smith and let, Vikings rest up Kyle Rudolph. Get him healthy, guys. Super Megato says, who do you think will win MVP? Couch, Rodgers, or Mahomes? So MVP rankings, what are my MVP power rankings? I think it's number 1 has got to be Mahomes. Number 2 is Rodgers. And I think number 3 is a distant Josh Allen. And then you could go with a guy like maybe Russell Wilson there at number 4. And then number 5, maybe, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Maybe Kyler at 5. Maybe Dalvin. Maybe Kamara at 5. I don't know. Aaron Donald. Right now, I think it's Mahomes. And I think it's extremely close. And just this week, it can change. If Mahomes has a terrible game and Rodgers has a good game, I'm flipping those 2 for MVP. Did I get all the questions? Yeah, I got Eduardo's questions. Dak says, speaking of Irv Smith, hack a Dak Team 24. Play Smith or Goddard if no Kyle Rudolph. I think I would go with Dallas Goddard. As you can see, Mike starting him against me. But I think Dallas Goddard is so good. I think he's a goatert. He's approaching GOAT status. I think every week he's a top 6 tight end. And it's just really difficult for me to bench Dallas Goddard at this point. I think he's really established himself. Yeah, it's really hard. He's getting over 80% of snaps with Ertz, 100% without Ertz, and he's getting at least 6 targets minimum last 5 games. So it's going, I'll just read off the targets last 5 weeks. 6, 7, 10, 6, 6. That's pretty amazing. Safin, what's up, man? Dak asked a question about my job or something. Oh, so no playoffs, just chop the lowest scoring team. Yeah, that's how guillotine works. Do you have a regular job too outside of football? I'd buy your book, but I already know how to play. The book, you don't have to buy my book, but the book is more than, it's a great read. It's an amazing book. It's a lot goes into it. It's a way of thinking. So I'd say if you got the money, I'd highly recommend getting the book. It's only $10 on Kindle. It's just, you don't have to have a Kindle. It's $10 on Amazon Digital, $20 print copy that I'll sign on my website. It's a lot more than that. It's a lot more thinking. So sure, the first 10, 20 pages is about my life, and then the history of fantasy football. And then, we probably got a couple chapters that you already know pretty much everything. But I'd say at least half the book is stuff that you don't know. Whether it be the history of fantasy football, my life, the future of fantasy football, and my different perspective of thinking and little strategies. Because it's a book. I mean, come on. This is what, 100, I don't even know, 123 pages. You know what I mean? How many pages is dedicated to being a pure noob, right? So I think the book is cool. I haven't had a regular job since I worked at an amusement park as a teenager. I had some kind of regular jobs after that, but always been an entrepreneur. And so I do have other jobs, just not like regular jobs. My skills with Fantasy Couch have earned me the opportunity to do other jobs with multimedia, video, and marketing, because I took Fantasy Couch with a $100 budget, with virtually no resources, from the ground up, and it's become a real company with over 130,000 total followers. And for another startup company, for me to apply what I've done to Fantasy Couch as a brand, it's a very sought out skill. And so I'm very fortunate that I've got more opportunities this year, opportunities that I could not say no to. And so I'm doing this full time, but I'm also doing other things as well. And so it's been very stressful. And that's why, getting a win like this and getting a win for Throne, and you guys, having a community in the Discord and whatnot, means so much to me. It really does. Logan Thomas or Irv Smith. If Kyle Rudolph is out, go with Irv Smith. If Kyle Rudolph plays, go with Logan Thomas. If Mike is starting him, I probably should do. Dak, bro, you're really funny today. Today all the jokes are hidden today. I don't know if it's just because I don't think it's just because I won. I don't think so. It could be though, but I think your jokes are really hidden today, bro. They're hidden way more than usual. It's great news. You won, Couch. Very happy for you. Thank you, Rodrigo. Pick 2, Couch. Jordan Reed, Jonnu Smith, Irv Smith, and Logan Thomas. Why do you have to start 2 tight ends? So again, definitely start Irv Smith if let's just say Kyle Rudolph is out. So go with Irv Smith. And for your second tight end, maybe Logan Thomas. I think it would be a little safer to say that if Alex Smith was going to play. But I'm going to stick with that. Let's go number 1, Irv Smith, if Kyle Rudolph is out. Number 2, Logan Thomas. I guess if Kyle Rudolph does play, then I think number 3, Jordan Reed. You're welcome. Safin, PPR, Montgomery, or Akers? Let's go with Akers for now, as long as he's healthy, as long as everything's good. Let's go with Akers. I do like both, but right now, I think the hot hand, the Jets, it's hard to sit Akers. And like I said, I like both. They're both, low end RB1, high end RB2 territory. But I got Akers ranked a little bit higher. All right, guys, we're going to end it there. Thank you so much for that. Oh, Dak, I just bought the book. I don't like to read, but I think I can tolerate 100 pages of you. Who's signed by Brian? Brain? Should it be Brain? I don't know. You bought it on my. Oh, you bought the print copy? Nah, bro. You'll like this. I can't read at all. I can't read. I can barely write. So this was the hardest thing I ever did. Because the thing when you write a book is I got to proofread this like 20 times. And I don't like to read. So it was very difficult to write a book. So I'm not a writer or reader. I haven't really read any books in my life. So it's very difficult. Dak, you will enjoy the book. I know you will, bro. Because you already know you're interested about fantasy and you're interested about the brand and whatnot. Right when you read the book, you'll like it. So yeah, I should say signed by the brain. All right, guys, we'll end it here. Good luck this week. I'll catch you guys in the Discord. Let's go get this W in the throne. Let's win week 15. Today was a huge day for the Couch Fam and for me. And again, guys, thank you so much for the community. I'm glad I kept going, and I'm glad you guys kept supporting the couch. Peace out.